Hi everyone, it's been another busy week in Washington and I'm here to update you on some of our work. I'd like to start by talking about a new piece of legislation I introduced in the Veterans Affairs Committee. I'm proud to have introduced the Veterans Assistance for Loan Origination Relief Act, or VALOR Act, to make VA home loans more accessible by waiving fees for disabled veterans. Disabled veterans already face many barriers to home ownership, and the VA offers fee waivers for their VA home loans. However, the current structure only waives fees for veterans whose disability ratings have been assigned before the closing date of their loans. This leaves out too many of our transitioning service members who receive their pre-discharge disability exam or review and who then receive their loans before they receive their disability rating. My bill would fix this by exempting disabled veterans from the VA home loan funding fee if their pre-discharge disability exam or review occurred before the loan closed. I'd also like to share my concerns over the looming government shutdown and House Republicans' government funding plans. If Congress doesn't pass a government funding package by November 17th, the government will shut down. The shutdown would impact millions of Americans, including many active duty service members, many of whom could go hungry as a result of the shutdown. Instead of working with Democrats to pass legislation that funds the programs working families and vulnerable Americans rely on, extreme House Republicans are set on cutting important services. After voting to cut funding to protect clean air and clean water last week, House Republicans are now trying to slash funding for consumer protections and vital infrastructure. These extreme MAGA Republican cuts will endanger our communities, and we simply cannot afford to shut down the government over extreme partisan demands. I'll continue to work on finding consensus on government funding with any of my reasonable Republican colleagues who are truly open to bipartisan solutions. And finally, in honor of Veterans Day this weekend, I'd like to remind veterans of the available benefits created by the PACT Act. Millions of veterans were exposed to toxic substances from burn pits and other hazards during their service, and many never received the care and benefits they deserve. As a supporter of the PACT Act, I helped ensure these veterans would have access to needed benefits. If you or someone you know was exposed to burn pits or other hazards while serving, learn more by going to va.gov/PACT. That's all for now. Have a great Veterans Day weekend, everyone.